So this morning I felt stuck. I know, feeling stuck on day 2 of putting out a video, and I had a chat with my friend, and when you know what to do but you don't do it. So it's more so I know what I have to do. It's just keep pushing through the fog, because this is also a beautiful moment to push through the fog that I currently have, based on YouTube and creating content that is of value, because I don't know where it'll lead, right? So one of the things that he mentioned was, go buy things that you know already, and things that I know, and I guess this is where I don't feel adequate enough to teach it, but maybe that's where the gap is. That's where I should be able to teach to the level that I currently am, for the people that aren't to that level yet, and that's stuck, like that level where I'm stuck at. I still can brainstorm and experiment things to move forward. So I guess in order for me to do that, I have to be clear on where I am. Where I am, I currently have had, one moment. So where was I? Yeah, I had to let somebody out. Yeah, feeling adequate enough to talk about something that is part of your career, or something that is dear to you, that you don't feel like you're not there. But maybe that's the thing. That's my lesson. Where am I currently? Currently, I have embarked in, having a business on my own, and I had so many trials and error, and yeah, I created my LLC. I did a few things, and like the business is set. It's just now I'm at a point where revenue needs to come in, right? And that's where I am. But creating the LLC, making your website, designing your logo, and things like that, I've done that. So my question to you, is this of interest to you? Do you want me to take you through a simple process of doing that? Very, very simple, not hard process of getting from the LLC to where I am currently. So since there are so many people that are doing this, and it's not about competition, right? It's about being redundant, and I would not like to be so redundant where you may find someone that has a better style of teaching than I do, as I am still learning. I am still a student. So if this is something of interest to you, let me know. I am more than happy to give it a try, and see where it takes us. So currently my business is not generating where it's livable, where it can withstand on its own, where I have to be at a job full time while I'm still building this. And that's fine, because I know where I want to be, and I'm enjoying that process at the same time. And it's interesting because my friend and I, we talked also about what gets people to the point where you don't quit. And the thing is, no, I never quit, but I know that I paused, and I paused quite a lot. I paused a lot on YouTube. I paused a lot on my businesses, and I don't want to say that it's because of life and things like that, but I guess maybe I needed that time in order to evaluate who I am as a person and how I can move forward in my business and in my personal life, and how I can push forward. But a lot of the things, truly, it's about your own devotion, your own personal goal, and your why. Like, why do you want to do this? I know that for me, I don't feel that the dream is to be at a 9 to 5 forever. It's an amazing experience currently, and the fact that I am able to provide for a team, be a part of a team, and understand what it is to be a part of that. I think I need to be in that environment, not and not demean it, you know. So yes, I am building my business as I am learning also, because I am getting the experience I need in order for me to move forward in my career, whether I decide to, embark on a journey that is more towards where my current company lies, like where I work, where it goes, and move forward there, or whether it's where I embark on a journey where my own company thrives. So I that's where I am. So I guess the start of the conversation at the beginning of the video is, what now? So what now? I'm going to try a few little episodes based on his recommendation and see where it goes. If I feel like I am able to communicate it well enough, then I will publish it. But if I don't, then I will not. And maybe I will make sure that I leave it in a post instead of a video, because I do not want to overwhelm myself in terms of videos and video editing and things like that. So this is my thought process, and I think having a thought process documented is quite important. Legends have done that, and I admire that. I enjoy hearing about people and their life and and how they started, and I find it fascinating. So whether or not for me it takes off or not, it's still going to be it's still a beautiful journey, because now my mindset is a lot more calm and a lot more determined in terms of where I need to go. And I guess I had to reevaluate where I want to go. And I had to also learn about what I want my purpose to be. So some people have that epiphany earlier on than others, but I also want to just remove that fear of, hey, I haven't had my purpose yet, because I guess maybe I'm not gonna talk about my purpose on YouTube, but I do know what I want to do and why I want to do it. I know my why now. I had an idea of what my why was, but I never developed it enough to be consistent in my in how I'm projecting it out, if that makes sense. But anyway, I guess my why is why I want to keep doing YouTube even if I pause for a while. My why is why I want to not give up on my business even if I pause for a little bit. So um, that's very important, and purpose at the end of the day, because we're not gonna stay here forever, and that is a scary thought, but knowing that also other people coming behind you, like they're coming up, the younger generation, what do they like, what are we leaving for them, even if it's in a small token of saying, hey, just smile at other people because you might change their lives. That still is the droplet that creates the ripple effect in a river, right? So this journey, this time, I am not going to be hard on myself, or I will motivate myself, but I'm not going to put a lot of judgment where I freeze and get paralyzed mentally that I can't continue. So thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble and have this thought process. And let me know if this is of interest to you. Me having these little moments where, yes, I have, the daily challenge, but then I also have my reflections, like what the end of the day will bring, or what I am thinking of at the moment, because we're all, what I've noticed recently is that a lot of us have the same thoughts, and sometimes it just takes a word from someone else for you to get an idea, an idea for you to release some tension, for you to just get motivated, for you to cry, for you to, be sad. Maybe these are all beautiful emotions, and they all deserve their space at the end of the day. And I am so grateful that I am now at a capacity where I can allow all of these emotions to shine. All right, that's enough. Ciao. Talk to you soon.